Hey guys, John Murdoch with Cityscape Metro Group and Keller Williams Realty. Just wanted to send you another video. Some of you are still thinking about selling your house yourself, whether that may be you're listed currently right now on the market or you're thinking about it in the future. Wherever you are in the process, I hope this video helps you, just gives you a better insight as to what we do to sell homes in the instance that it may be able to help you. So our first video was really talking about market knowledge. And how you need to look a little bit further than just 90 to 120 days on market and what other homes are currently selling for. So if you did not see that video, or if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to go over that information with you. This video is really about the contract itself. So what we always recommend, some for sale by owners negotiate themselves, or some other have other third parties that look it over for them. Wherever instance you go, what we always highly recommend is that you have a copy of the residential sales contract and you read through it beforehand. I can't stress that enough. There are over 50 terms on that contract, and you really need to know, especially as a seller, which terms affect your bottom line and which terms do not. Because when it really comes to negotiating, it's really a give and take, and most people just don't know what terms affect their bottom line. So that's very important. Also with the residential sales contract, that initial sales price that you see on page 1 does not include closing costs. Closing costs are in a back addendum in the financing, back on the last page of the financing. So you really need to know what's listed for closing costs, because I see a lot of people miss that. And basically anything that's in there for closing costs, it's taken away from your initial sales price. So that sales price is not necessarily what you net at the end of the day. So your two big terms that you got to look out for are the initial sales price and the closing cost, because whatever your sales price is going to be, again, it's going to be minus the closing cost, and that's what your net is going to be, without any commissions, obviously, that you pay out to a buying agent or listing agent or whatever you have on top. So those are very important terms. Now, another term you want to be looking out for is what title company is written on the contract. One thing that we always say is you really want to be sure that you're working with a reputable, incredible title company, one that has, it's not here today, gone tomorrow, that it has truly been in business for quite a long time, and they have done several title searches, and they have been conducting closings for a very long time. Just because you want to be in business with someone who actually knows what they're doing. I've seen a lot of bad title companies in the business, and it just makes for a nightmare contract to close. So that's very important. Now, another thing that's going to be attached to this video is a residential property disclosure statement. So basically, that contract, or that single sheet of paper, that addendum, is needed for every single contract in Virginia. So basically what that contract states is that you're selling the property as is, that you have no known material defects, or you're not in an aircraft zone, you're not in a flood hazard. There's all these things that are noted in that document that you really need to be sure that you sign off on, because that is absolutely needed. Now, another one is only going to depend on if your house is built in 1978 or before, because if it was after 78, you don't have to worry about it, but that's lead-based paint. So you really need that addendum in there, which will be attached to this email, of if your house was built before 78, that you have filled that addendum out, because that is needed for the sale of the house. So guys, I hope this helps. I really hope you guys get a copy of the residential sales contract and read it through before you receive an offer, and just to make sure that you guys fully understand all the terms and what all the terms mean, and which ones that you can actually negotiate with the buyer. So guys, again, I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions as to the residential sales contract, if you guys want a copy of one, if you want us to go through it with you, please feel free to give us a call, 571-409-1160. Thanks guys, talk to you soon. Again, John Murdoch, Cityscape Metro Group. You'll hear from us again.